Hello, welcome back. This is DMAC, and today I wanted to do a video on the Masterlock 410 Lotto. As avid viewers of my channel will realise, I've done two videos previously on these. One where I just demonstrated what to do if you join the 410 Lotto Rattle Club with this one, and another video just on how I pick these locks, my approach to picking them, and the way I go about it is to go down to the back of the lock, try and find the standard pin, which is generally in 5 or 6. Once you've set that, you'll go into a bit of a full set, and then it's a case of playing hunt the spool until you've set those other 5 spools. And yeah, that's been my approach to it, using these tools, and it's always worked for me. I did have a comment on that video where someone said that you know, perhaps the ones that I were picking were very easy, because I did pick them quite quickly. And I have had practice on these locks, so it's a fair point really. And also, you know, this one might be quite easy to pick, and then you might buy a different one, and that could be very difficult to pick. So yeah, there's a mixed bag. The more locks you get. So and it was suggested that, you know, perhaps I should get some more Master 410s and see how that approach worked for me on, you know, with more locks rather than just the couple that I used to demonstrate my techniques in that video. Now, a few weeks after that, I had a really big result, because on Facebook Marketplace I found this lot. Apart from these two green ones, I got those on Amazon a little while later. Anyway, got this mixed bunch of locks. These are all keyed differently, for £20 off of Marketplace, which is an absolute bargain, because these are worth about £10 or £20 each. All come with a whole bunch of keys. These are all numbered here, so we've got just trying to see, they're all keyed differently and all marked up with corresponding keys. So number 11 is not going to work in number 12, say, because we would need the number 12 key. So they're all different. Just grab another one, number 5, try and find him. Just wanted to demonstrate they are keyed differently. There we go. Try that with 15. There you go, it doesn't work. So yeah, I've got all the keys there, all keyed differently, and we've got some very nice nice bitting on some of these. I think that one there almost looks like a challenge lock, doesn't it? That one's pretty good as well. That one's relatively flat, so yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. But what I thought would be fun to do is, using the technique that I demonstrated in that video, is just see how many of these locks I could pick through in 10 minutes. Now, just in interests of transparency, I have picked these locks before. It's not a blind pick. I haven't memorized these locks. I generally keep them on these carabiners, and as lock picking lawyer suggested in one of his videos, it's a great way to practice locks. So they're all sort of jumbled up on the carabiners, and you just take them off and then pick them, and that way you don't learn to pick specific locks. You're just learning to pick that type of lock, which should give you a general better approach. So you could pick any of these blind, or do one out of the box, and it should be fairly easy, just given that muscle memory and given the knowing what tools work for those particular padlocks. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set these up. I'm going to grab the vise down, grab a timer down, and just see how many I can pick in the time. I think I'd be happy with maybe 5 or 6 in 10 minutes. 2 minutes a lock, maybe six or 7 would be absolutely fantastic. Any more will be an absolute bonus. Yeah, so just to say, it's just a bit of fun really. It's just a personal challenge for me. It's not a speed picking challenge or anything like that. It's just how many of these I can pick within the time limit. So let me get myself set up. I'll be right back, and we will see how many I can pick. Okay, we're over at the vise, got all my locks set up, and what I've done is I've just put the keyways facing up, so I should be able to just grab them from here, put them in the vise, tighten them up, and get to picking. Got my picks ready. It's easier to pick in the vise rather than in my hand, just because it helps to keep them in shot. If you pick in your hand and you try and record, I find that I kind of wander off, because I'll be concentrating on what I'm picking rather than keeping it in frame. So yeah, by doing it like this, it just keeps it all in frame. So let's get ready and see if we can get as many picked as we can. Okay. Probably won't be doing a great deal of talking. I'm going to try and concentrate on what I'm doing so I can get as many of these as possible in the time. Almost lost the tension wrench there. This super light tension is very easy to drop it. Oh, 3 in 3 minutes, I think that was, almost. End up knocking those locks over, then go down like dominoes. So far so good. What's that? 4 in 3 minutes. That's pretty respectable. Very easy, I find, to miss pin 1. It hides behind the tension wrench. Oh, is he open? Yeah. Need to be very careful not to rattle any of these. Don't want to end up with 20 entries to the rattle club sat on my desk. Flying through these. Alright, hands are getting a bit sweaty now. Deep breaths. Wow, I think that one was just a couple of pins. Pin 1 again. 2. Oh, he's the wrong way around, or I picked him up the wrong way around, one or the other. Definitely find with some of these that it isn't pins 5 or 6 that need a tickle. Sometimes, like this one, there was a pin in the front that needed a tickle first, just to sort of get into that full set and then hunt the spools. Right, I'm not counting, I don't know if you're counting how many locks I've got there. I think there's quite a few though, it's a respectable amount. And we've still got 4 minutes left. Come on, where are you? Must be one more spool somewhere. Is that one again? 2. This one's putting up the biggest fight so far. Still 3 minutes left though. I don't know if I overset something on this one. I'm going to reset him and start again. I'm going to skip this one. Struggling now, I started so well and then seem to have hit a roadblock. I don't know if it's that these last two are sort of more difficult or I'm just losing my 410 mojo. I don't know. It certainly seems more difficult. I'm going to skip. I've only got less than a minute. Let's try and get another one. Not sure what the total is, but we'll find out in 40 minutes or so. 40 seconds or so, sorry. 40 minutes. I don't want to pick these bloody things for 40 minutes. Oh, come on, one more. One more. Bits of counter rotation now. I'm not going to make it. Not going to make it. And there we go. That's 10 minutes. So I didn't quite make these 3. I think that it was definitely fatigue setting in at the end there. I got off to a good start, but yeah, after a while it all gets a little bit too much. Hands are definitely sweaty there, so let's just move this out of the way, double check and count these up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Master 410s in 10 minutes. I think that's pretty respectable. If I'd have got 6, I would have been happy. So yeah, nine's pretty good. Yeah, happy with that. And yeah, thanks for watching, and bye for now.